Hi, this is Angela Newman coming to you from My Deals for Real Estate, and I wanted to kind of distinguish the difference in trying to look for a home on your own versus actually using a real estate agent and signing an agency agreement or a buyer's agency agreement. I guess it kind of depends on the market that you're in. If you're in a slower, more rural market, it might not matter if you actually have an agent. Maybe there are so few properties, they're kind of far few and in between. Maybe everyone kind of knows each other in smaller towns, so maybe you don't have to sign an agreement right away. But when you're in a more busy and a populated city, then you definitely want to make a decision on a real estate agent and just let that agent actually do most of the work for you. What the agent is typically going to do is start by getting you to sign their buyer's agreement. Most agreements are going to be exclusive buyer's agreements. That gives that agent exclusive rights to actually help you purchase a home. They don't want to be working with you and have you work with 4 and 5 other people. That gets really messy. Also, I caution signing multiple agreements. There is a conflict of interest there, and I have heard of instances where homeowners have home buyers have had to pay all the brokerages that they signed with. That's a no-no. That gets real expensive. You'll owe every agent, every broker 2.5 or 3% of the sales price of your home, and you definitely don't want to run into that. So decide on one broker, decide on one agent that the agent works for the broker, and just go ahead and let that agent do the work for you. So they should be pulling listings for you, those on the MLS, the multiple listing service, sending those over to you via email usually, and you all will decide which properties you want to go out and see. Depending upon the market, you may have to do some video tours. With the pandemic in 2020, lots of people are buying homes via online videos, believe it or not, depending upon the market. So you'll have to kind of decide what's going to work for you. From there, once you found a property, then of course you get to contract on it. Hopefully your contract will be accepted. And then that broker will typically work with that agent and the other agent and get you to the finish line. So anything that you want in the deal, your particular agent will include in your contract and will kind of talk with you, help you to negotiate the price and the terms and things of that nature. And you all will select and agree on a settlement date. So again, when you're picking an agent, just expect that you need to be signed with one broker, which means one agent. Don't try to work with multiple agents. It's really not fair. I've heard of individuals actually continually contact the posting of a property, and typically when you do that, you may run into actually talking to the listing agent, and the listing agent works for the owner. Okay, they can participate in what is called dual agency, which is where yourself and the seller will actually have the same broker. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that they have to disclose that, and there has to be a dual agency agreement that is available to you. You have to kind of understand the terms and understand that broker works for you and the seller. So negotiating for some people, they absolutely don't want that. Some people want separate brokerages. They only want their interest to be looked after in that contract, and they don't want everybody kind of going back to the same hub, and so they're usually a little concerned about if their interest will actually be looked after in the transaction. So that's something you will have to think about. I've purchased a couple of homes myself, and I've not run into dual agency, so that's just not something I could speak from personally. But I would say for me, I personally, that's just something, if I'm buying a home, I just wouldn't want it. That's just my personal preference, but it does happen. Sometimes you are in a situation where you've contracted to work with one agent, and guess what? The listing that you want is actually the broker. The same broker has already contracted with that owner to list their home, and it does happen. It's not major. I don't know that there's major problems with dual agency. It's just something that must be disclosed to you, and it usually is, and there's no issue. So I hope that was helpful. Again, I'm Angela Newman. Look out for our show that we've got coming up for My Deals for Real Estate. My Deals, that's the number 4, Real Estate. And we will continue to showcase various homes, different listings, investor properties, construction properties, new and existing real estate. I hope y'all are having a terrific day, and look out for more of these listings and postings. Thanks.